friends, to this new episode of On the Farm. I'm Anna Powell. I have a question for you. Have you ever had to wait for something? Maybe your birthday to come, or maybe for a play date with your best friend. Isn't it hard? Waiting is so hard for me too. Today, our friends from Kids Ring have an amazing story that will help us all. Are you ready?
Rise and shine, everybody.
Hey there.
It's time to get up and at 'em here on the farm.
I'm up.
And I'm Adam.
Now, life here on the farm isn't always fast-paced.
There's a lot of times when we gotta wait for things around here.
Like waiting for Henny Penny to lay a fresh egg for us to scramble in the morning.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Or waiting for fish to bite when we've been sitting in the heat all day long.
But what about waiting for a banana to get good and ripe before you peel it open and have a treat?
Speaking of bananas, we got another fruit of the Spirit to talk about.
Now, the fruit of the Spirit is all the good things that God grows in our hearts as we follow Jesus every day.
You know, that reminds me of that song we made a while back about all the fruit of the Spirit.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Let's sing it!
The fruit of the Spirit's not a coconut. Fruit of the Spirit's not a coconut. If you wanna be a coconut, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a banana. The fruit of the Spirit's not a banana. You wanna be a banana? You might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a lemon. The fruit of the Spirit's not a lemon. If you wanna be a lemon, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love and joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a watermelon. The fruit of the Spirit's not a watermelon. If you wanna be a watermelon, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love and joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control.
So good.
Today, we're gonna talk about
Popcorn? Here on the farm, we take the corn right off the stalk and we cook it right in the fire.
No, not popcorn, not popcorn. Today, we're gonna talk about
Pitchforks? We have so many pitchforks here on the farm, and we use them for everything. Feeding horses, moving hay, even...
No.
Okay.
We're not talking about pitchforks.
Okay.
Today, we're talking about
Pancakes? They're so light and fluffy. When you put butter and syrup on them, it's say it with me. Zing.
Okay, no, seriously. Today, we're talking about patience. You know, it wouldn't hurt you to learn a thing or two about patience.
How can learning about patience help me?
Well, patience is waiting with a happy heart. We can learn all about it in the Bible.
There was a man named David who had to wait a really long time for something.
You see, when David was a boy, God told the prophet Samuel that David would one day be the king of Israel.
But there was already a king named Saul, so David had to wait his turn. But God gave him a happy heart while he waited.
Yep, because David was filled with God's Spirit, he continued to do what God wanted him to do. He even served King Saul while he waited.
In fact, the Bible tells us that David did not become king until he was 30 years old.
That's a long time to wait. But because David was patient, God used him in a big way. David became one of the greatest kings in Israel.
So the next time you have to wait for something,
Whether it's a few minutes or several years,
remember that a fruit of the Spirit is patience.
and patience is waiting with a happy heart. What do you think that chicken's talking about?
I don't understand chicken. But I think it's almost time for that snack.
Well, good, because I have been waiting patiently all morning.
Well, friends, I needed this word so bad. It was so good to be reminded that patience is waiting with a happy heart. That that makes me happy. When we spend time with Jesus, the Holy Spirit produces this fruit too. Awesome, right? The next time I have to wait, I'll remember it. Let's get ready to do our memory verse. Let's do it. But the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Galatians 5:22-23. Great job! See you next week, and remember to be patient.